Hey guys, we are 2 minutes early.
Woohoo!
2 minutes. Trying to make up for the 30 minutes we were late the other night. Let's see.
Who's this old man sitting back?
I don't know. Hey Janice. Hey Amanda. Hey Cindy from sunny South Florida. Cindy, I did those 2 stories just for you today. Just for you.
Well, I didn't see that.
Grandma's homemade. Hello. Boy, we look rough today. Hey Rhonda. We look
old.
We look really
old.
rough today. I'll tell y'all what's been going on today. Hey, Kathy. Or Katie, whichever one. It's Kathy. Y'all, I'm so glad that my computer is
Cooperating today.
cooperating today. Amanda says you're only as old as you feel. Well, I feel like, I don't know,
Dang.
Methuselah or something.
Roll me in the nursing home, and I feel fine.
I posted this, I think I called it something like the law came to see you on your birthday. Well, actually, he got his ticket summons thing the day before his birthday.
Huh.
But ready for another visit with the gang. Oh, I'm so glad you're here, JC. We let's see, what was I gonna tell y'all? It's been a day. So anyway, I started a new one over, and I've already got like I don't know, 30 minutes on the new one. And I thought, hey Debbie, I thought I might go ahead and post it because it's got some funny stories. And then I said, well, I'm going to be sharing those stories, so you may not even want to watch the what we did in a week thing. I may post it tomorrow. I don't know. I just we got nine people on. 9 people. I just got this from Rebecca. Let me see if I can. Let me turn it around. Hold on. That's my grandson.
With the USM ball players?
With the USM baseball players. I mean, he is living it up right now. Living it up. I think Rebecca said she was volunteering with the ARC today. Let's see here. Oh yeah, she said I'm volunteering with ARC and he's with me. The whole baseball team teaching him some things. Today was Cowboy Day. It's homecoming week at their school, and today was Cowboy Day. So I'll post a picture of that.
I'm gonna quit working here.
Yeah, he's still working. I cannot wait to tell y'all this story. I don't want to spoil it, but I got to tell you, I'm going to wait till a few more people get on because I jumped on a few minutes early just in case I was going to have technical issues.
Or when we're going to have technical issues
When we're going to
again.
have technical issues. Yeah. So,
Are you reading?
it's a good thing you got your birthday present early. Yes, ma'am, Cindy. Yes, ma'am. It's a good thing. He's got to go, and I guess we'll go do that in a little bit.
What?
You got to look at that video.
Oh.
And pay that ticket online.
Well, I mean, they got pictures, so I guess I did it. I don't think I did it, but I guess I did.
What is Picasso working on tonight? His list for tomorrow.
I'm sorry.
Yes, thank you. Trying to make a living here on YouTube. Trying to make a living.
I'm trying to make a living here too. Yeah. So.
Look, you have 8 to 5 to make your living.
Right. Right.
Speaking of next week, will it be okay if we start at 6 o'clock next week? Because football season has started.
That really doesn't affect me. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't have to. We don't have to do that.
Okay, then we'll just leave it at 6:30.
We could do it at 5:30.
See, he acts like, oh, it don't bother me, but he's like, can't stand not watching that football. Yes, I noticed that over the weekend. There were so many football games on every channel. You got that right. Yeah, I'm not a football player person. I don't know, but
Really?
well, I'm not. But I'm going to the ball game when Junie is going to be up there.
Saturday.
Well, I wasn't going to say when it was.
Okay, she's going to the ball game.
Well, no, you just never know. We got, there may be a stalker out there. Junie may have a stalker, and then I'd have to shoot somebody to go to jail.
Hey, well,
My
you'd
dad-
have to get in line.
My dad didn't watch ball games. He watched racing. He used to be a racer before he married my mom. Oh, wow.
Car racing.
Car racing.
I got some friends that love it, and I like it, but it's just not my thing. I'm not a car person.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I use my truck to make a living. That's about.
Yep.
It's a tool.
You can move the time. I have football fans in my life. My grandboy plays, and I don't understand all the rules. I don't. I just,
I understand because first time Eli played soccer, we didn't have soccer when I was coming up. All we knew was big kick.
Big kick. That's the only thing. I knew how to cut the orange slices and make the juice boxes cold. And we were on the sidelines going, big kick. No,
This way, Eli.
No idea.
This way, Eli.
What we was looking at, what was good, what was bad.
Then they throw all sides. I'm like, all sides is football, but it is also in soccer, which I never have understood how they get all sides. But
No idea. No idea.
he liked it, but I think that's when gymnastics took over. So
Yeah.
I think he played 1 year. He was good. He's a good ball. I mean, anything to do with athletics, Eli was good because of the gymnastics, but he just didn't know, he didn't really know the rules, I don't think, And
Yeah.
I couldn't teach him that because I didn't know them myself.
Now, Cindy and BC, they were
Into
soccer.
it.
They were soccer parents.
Mhm.
I mean, even like traveling soccer.
Mhm.
Well,
Well,
Brandon,
their son played.
I'm
soccer.
almost positive Brandon got a scholarship playing soccer on the
He was good.
at the junior college. I'm almost positive. I think so, but I mean he was good. Brandon was good. He played when he was little and then into college, and then I think he started
Coaching
at the high school level.
I think so.
Yeah, I'm almost positive. But we knew none of the rules. I just knew when it was my time to bring the orange slices and the juice boxes. And big kick. That's
My
it.
job was to tell Eli which way to go.
Yeah.
You're supposed to go that way.
And did we really know?
I knew which way to go, but that's about it.
And Rebecca played. I will say, soccer is the earliest sport known to mankind. It really is.
Oh yeah, they started games at like 7 in the morning.
We had to be there at 7.
And it was cool too because it's late in the fall, And all the kids frozen near about till they got to playing,
Hello, Johan. He said, good evening, Chris, Vicky, and legends of the chat. Oh, I'm so glad you're here, Johan. We're talking about soccer. We
Absolutely no need.
we know nothing about soccer, but our kids play. We gave them the opportunity. We gave them every opportunity. Rebecca had violin lessons. She had piano lessons. Eli had piano lessons. Eli had guitar. Rebecca was first chair on, was it the clarinet or the flute? What did she play? She played flute. Yeah. And then, then there was the softballs and the baseball and the football.
I
and
coached
the
the
cheerleading.
softball team.
I can't think of what all the gymnastics
I had a softball team of grown men.
Oh
and
yeah,
I played it, and the longest period of my life
it was, y'all.
was that 2-month period. Becca taught me into being the coach for like 12-year-old girl softball, wasn't it?
Yeah.
them was the meanest things
12-year-old girls
ever.
are mean.
And
They're
the
mean.
parents knew less than I mean, well, of course, I mean, they knew way less than I knew, but they didn't think that. You know,
I ain't
never
never-
played it. And they put my child in the infield. And I said, I put her out there where she could get away from the ball because she's scared of it. She catches it like this, you know.
I mean,
that was the longest 2 or 3 months of my life. I was like, girl, they was, you know, baseball and softball's a team sport. If you're on the red team, you're supposed to be for the red players. And they was against each other. The shortstop didn't like the second baseman.
3 little girls didn't like one little girl this week, and next week they were best friends with this person, and they weren't gonna throw the ball to this person, and the mamas was fussing, and I ain't never wanted to knock people off the bleachers. It was,
you know,
it was tough.
They hit what I call a bunt, and the kid on first, they want me to send them home. You know, that's not teaching them anything about the sports. You know, granted, they can probably miss the ball, but that's not the point. You know?
Let's see.
But anyway,
Amanda said, let's see, Cindy said, well, I lost what Cindy said. It didn't. Oh, she said she didn't mind running kids everywhere. We did. I mean, literally, I had that piano keyboard in my car. Yeah. Let's see. Janice said, I always tell my kid to take advantage of everything that came their way. Yes. Let's see. My grandson runs cross country.
See, I wouldn't know anything about that.
Every Saturday morning, he has to be at the school at 6:30. Oh, please don't let Junie be interested in that, or Cliff. Let's see. Coaches endure a lot. They did. Chris, and I think at that time some of the games I was working. I was back at the hospital then. And then some of the times I was with Eli, wherever his baseball game was, and you were with Rebecca because you had to coach. Yeah, it was tough.
Never seen the meanest youngin, and their parents.
12-year-old girls, mean. They're just mean.
And the parents were idiots.
Stop.
I'm sorry, but I mean,
there may be somebody on
I
here.
don't care. They was idiots.
There may be somebody on here watching. Let's see, we got 11 people here. There may be somebody
I said
from.
we was frozen.
Well,
right?
yeah, Rhonda said we was frozen, but she said we're back. I didn't get any notifications, Rhonda. There was nothing.
Anyway, we'll get out of the sports thing, I guess.
Yeah, let's get out of the sports thing. Anyway, Juniper is going to be on the field with the Dixie Darlings at the USM football game.
That's like, what is it? We call it the dance team, I guess. Majorettes, maybe, or something like that. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's kind of like the dance team. The Dixie Darlings are a big deal at Southern, but
yeah. And then I think later on, maybe next month, she goes on the field with the cheerleaders.
I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah.
I
got my ticket.
I knew it was the day I said because Rebecca told me that yesterday.
Yeah. No, it's not the drill team. It's dancing.
Yeah, it's not drill. It's like, I don't know if you call them. I think it's dance team.
Wait a minute. Johan said he just got a Marks and Spencer advertisement on the live stream for 6 seconds. Hope they give you your fair share. What is Marks and Spencer?
I don't know, but send it, baby.
Thank you, Johan, for watching.
Whatever Mark and Spencer is.
Onyx Rose, thank you for reading those chapters. I had told Cindy that I was going to do one, and I hadn't had time. Y'all, this morning, I had every intentions this morning of, it's been a commercial in between the live. Marks is a clothing store. Oh, wow.
In the UK.
In the UK. Boy, look at us getting all
Look at
fancy.
What do they call it? Cheeky?
Cheeky? What does that mean?
Cheeky means fancy or something. I don't know. I think it's kind of arrogant or something.
We're
I'm
not
sure.
arrogant.
No, but we're getting fancy.
After I tell you the story, well, okay.
We're not fancy. By
Okay.
no means.
Now, y'all just need to sit down for this. I'm going to, cheeky means
Naughty.
naughty.
Oh, well, I didn't know that.
not last night, no,
Saturday
Saturday night. Now, all of this is going to be in the video that will come out soon, but he wanted some Mario's, and I'll just give you a condensed version so I won't spoil it all. We go to Mario's.
It's Italian restaurant.
It's an Italian restaurant.
Friends of mine.
And it is clean back there. If we go to a restaurant, you can guarantee it's clean.
Because I've worked in every one of them.
And so I guess after we had eaten, but we still weren't finished with our meal, Juniper had to go tinkle. Cliff goes, "What's tinkle, honey? What's tinkle?" I said, "We got to go TT." So anyway, I take Juniper onto the restroom because Rebecca is putting the leftovers into go boxes. And we get in there and she runs in there and she said, "Oh, what is this? What is this?" I said, "I don't know. I had to get my glasses on." I said, "I don't know what that is. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. I don't know what it is." So anyway, I put the paper down and everything. She hops up there. And then I thought, well, this would be a perfect time for me to go tinkle. So I get in my stall. She's in her stall. Johan, hope I ain't embarrassing you. So anyway.
She's being cheeky, I think.
I hear somebody coming in the door, and Juniper's already exited the stall. I told her, "Don't touch anything. I'll figure out how to flush it." And she's already over there at the counter washing her hands. So I hear somebody come in, and I say, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'll be right there to flush her toilet. Give me just a minute." I did not know that it was Rebecca and Cliff until I heard, "No, Cliff, no, stop." They had installed bidets in that Italian restaurant. I had no idea what it was.
Well, in little boys' terms, that's a water gun.
Yeah. Clifford literally made it a water gun. It covered the walls, the floor, and I thought, how does that not, after you use that thing, you're going to need 911. But, because that thing shot out. It would literally, all you had to do was just aim it just a tad bit up, and it would go over the stall, and it was powerful. And I'm thinking, that can't be right. And so anyway, I caught the last second of that bidet squirting all over that bathroom stall. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So then Rebecca's, here I am wiping down the walls, and I was like, "Give me some paper towels, Rebecca." And, she brings me two. And I was like trying to wipe up a lake. And so then she and Clifford leave. And I have to be the one to go in there and say, I'm sorry. We just washed the bathroom walls with that new fancy thing y'all got in there. And we didn't know what it was, but my grandson turned it on and we didn't know how to turn it off. So needless to say, she has a little earpiece and she said, "Okay, I'll get somebody." Well, now, stop there. I walked back to the table where our waiter, now the waiter is also one of the owners. There's 5 brothers.
He's a friend of mine.
And Chris works at their houses and their restaurants. They used to have 2 restaurants. And so now he is telling Chris and them, he goes, "Oh," he pulls his earphone out. He said, "I just heard something I don't want to know about." Now, then enter us coming to the table. And Rebecca said, "Oh my gosh, Clifford just turned on the bidet and flooded the bathroom." And he looks at Chris and he looks at Clifford and he says, "Oh, that was you." Everybody that had, every waiter, every owner, everybody knew through the headphone sets that the bathroom was flooded. And which was this guy's name? I can't remember what his name was. Tony. Yeah, it's Tony. And Tony says, "That was you, Clifford?" Yes, that was us. I was so embarrassed. But I heard, I I had to give Juniper a specific as don't touch anything. I'll flush it. But then in walked two people. And I said, I'm sorry. I'll be right there to flush the toilet. And then I hear, no, Cliff. And then, we didn't know how to turn it off. No idea. But I guarantee you, I'm not going to be using the bidet. I feel like now we need to dress a little more fancy when we go in there.
Why? Because they got a bidet?
They got a bidet now. Are they trying
We
to
don't
be
even know how to work it, so no.
Will we need to be? I'll just have to hold it till we get home. Guys, it's just all it is to it.
Well, I mean, somebody said probably won't be going back there. Well, it was like real time because it was in their ear. So what you gonna do?
Yeah. The waiter said he popped it out of his ear. He said, I just heard something I don't want to hear, because he didn't want to have to go in there and clean it up. And then here comes the rest of us coming at the table. Cliff just flooded the bathroom with their new bidet. Yeah. Literally I had to put my glasses on. Dude said, what's that? I said, I don't know. I said, let me look. I said, I don't know, Judy.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch it.
And I guess Becca didn't see it. Because Cliff didn't want her to go in the stall.
Yeah, because he's grown now.
Yeah.
And
to me, that's just a little voice. That's just a water gun.
When it was just I hear, no, Clifford, no, Clifford. Yeah, we was embarrassed. Yes, we was embarrassed.
I wasn't. I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
I wasn't embarrassed.
Well,
I mean, he's 4.
He doesn't
He
get
ain't even
embarrassed.
4.
He doesn't get embarrassed.
He's
Yeah.
just a boy.
Yep. But Becca left me in there to clean up that mess.
Becca was embarrassed. She left her.
Yeah, she
left her
left.
mom.
She left me in there with 2 paper towels. I said, this is a lake in here. So I just went out and said, we're gonna need a mop in there.
Yeah.
And then I think the next time was like, why do y'all have those? That was the next thing I said to her. She said, we got it for the elderly. I said, the elderly? Well, I'm elderly and I know I'm not going to use that.
Be shut off the seat.
Yeah. No worse than your child getting sick on the table at a restaurant. Now that's embarrassing.
Well, we've done that too.
Juniper, when she was sitting up stage, she was just, sitting up. We went to Twisted Skillet. And they had
the owners were really good friends of
the
ours.
owners are really good friends of ours. And we set Juniper, they're just sitting up. So we set her up on the table. And I have she tooted and it echoed off that wood table. And everybody in that restaurant heard it and looked at us, me and Rebecca got up and left me. I'm not joking. It echoed. I'd never seen that noise come from a little baby before, but I think it was just the wood table. I don't know, but I was so embarrassed she left.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a good habit of that, leaving me when there's something embarrassing going on. When my mother was being a roommate throughout my brother's preschool class, she would hear kids, I fell in the toilet. Yep.
And somebody said something about a display toilet.
Oh, I would be horrified.
Now that would be bad.
I would be horrified if my kids used the display toilet. Yeah.
I've seen funny videos with kids fixing to go and drop their pants and getting on.
When we got through with the boat ride, well, they got through with the fishing. Juniper ran all the way back to Cindy's camper because she had to tinkle. She ran, and I called Cindy. I said, Cindy, catch her. She's coming down the road. And Cindy stood out there and caught her and took her inside. Cindy said, I was taking off life jackets. And Judy was like, hurry. Oh, my goodness. What else happened to us this week? I don't know.
I can't think of anything other than our normal chaos.
We do have normal chaos, don't we?
It's like the I Love Lucy, the redneck I Love Lucy show.
Yeah. I told you about Mother's phone. Did I tell y'all?
I don't know.
I don't know if I told you.
That was another. Well, that was one thing.
That was
You had
yeah.
to show the picture later. Oh, you may have it.
I have the picture now. It's going to be in the upcoming.
Well, I'm glad you watched it.
Of what?
Oh,
Cindy, I'm so glad you watched it. We watched it online too.
I had to go to work, didn't I?
Yes, that oh my goodness, you end up changing the unit out. Okay, I want you to look real good, real close.
That is the end that's supposed to go into the phone, like the charging part.
This end goes into
The phone.
The phone. No, it goes into the satellite phone.
The charger.
Mother has a satellite phone.
This is like a charger, right?
Well, this is you plug it in.
Right.
Okay. Now, she has beat up. Look how she's beat up that plug-in. What is my mother doing in there? So
she's tinkering with the stuff she's always in with it.
I could not call my mother for 2 days, which I don't worry because I know she's okay. So when we go out to Mario's, I said, swing by and let me see what mother has done to her phone. Up there by the refrigerator, she has plugged in the end piece, the plug-in.
The regular plug-in was in a regular plug-in.
Yes. And she had draped it down the side of the wall. And instead of keeping it plugged into the phone,
which your brother and his wife has told her 10 times, you don't have to ever move the phone.
She plugs it into a completely different socket in one of the little holes.
Well, that's the ground leg. And thank goodness it's the ground leg. If she could have got that in the straight plugs, that's where the electricity is.
Yes. Cindy, I we used to have those toddler extension phone cover things, not those little plastic things. I'm talking about the box. And
not phone.
No.
Plug-in.
Plug-ins. It covers. It's called an outlet cover. And it's a plastic box that covers the plug-ins and the cords.
Right.
And I sent a message to the administrator, and I told the charge nurse, and I also sent a message to the director and said, this is what mother has done, and this is what we'd like to do. Can we put those cover boxes over the plug-ins? Because she will not stop rearranging. She has no memory of it. The nurse was in there, she said, Lord have mercy. I'm so glad she didn't get electrocuted.
Or burn the place down.
Or burn the place down. I'm looking for the letter. We're sorry. We can't handle your mother here.
Oh, Lord. Maybe you should quit telling on her then.
Well, this morning, now I could not sleep last night. Now, night before last, I couldn't sleep because I thought I lied to Nathan. And actually, I did lie to Nathan. I didn't mean to lie to Nathan.
What are you talking about? I didn't know that.
Well, yeah, I know. Juniper, y'all were watching football, and Juniper and I were in my bed, and I was folding clothes, and she was on my phone. Well, Juniper before that happened, she come into the bedroom, and she said, "Honey, can I watch your TV?" Well, I was already watching something, and I said, "I want to watch them build this cabin." And so I just gave her my phone. Well, when Nathan was finished watching the football and he came over to eat some of that pork, he stuck his head. He says, "Well, did she take the TV away from you?" I said, "No, we've been watching How to Build a Cabin, and there was something else." And that's all I said about it. And Juniper got up, and I put the phone in the charger. And later on that night is when I realized, oh, wait, that's not what he really asked. And I thought, I know he saw her with that phone, but I bet he thinks I just lied to him. I thought the question was, did she take the TV away from me? And I said, no, we've been watching this cabin build. What I should have said is, no, I gave her my phone and I continued to watch in the cabin build. So it just, I know he saw her on the phone and I just told him, no, we've been watching this cabin build. And it was a lie, but it wasn't intended on being a lie. I'm just going downhill. I think I need to be rebaptized sometimes. I don't know.
Just go ahead and get redone.
Just get redone. Have the nurses charge her phone once a day. Well, it's not like that phone. We got
It's like
rid
a
of
house phone.
Yeah, it's like a phone that you set on the on the desk.
She should never have to touch it.
She doesn't have to touch it.
Except the phone, but she's just supposed to pick the phone up.
Yeah, it's just a regular phone.
But it's really a cell phone, but it looks like a regular phone, right?
No, okay. It's like go back 20 years. You know the phone that was sitting on the counter? It looks like that. It has big numbers on it. Has a little receiver. You pick it up and put it down. But it is hooked up to a satellite box.
Okay.
And the satellite box is plugged into the wall. She unplugged the satellite box for some unknown reason and stuck it in the outlet.
This ain't the first time she likes to tinker with stuff.
This is the second phone that Carla's bought. And Carla told me today, she says, I'm not buying another phone. We're just going to start writing letters.
I think my comment is I done bought 25 of them.
You know, she has those little flip phones. My mother can flip open, flip close, flip open, flip
She'd
close.
tear
flip
the flip part off.
Yeah. She has torn up, I don't know how many.
Not meaning to.
She don't mean to. She's just tinkering with them. She has always been a tinker. And so anyway, I have not been. And then last night, oh my goodness, no, back it up. Okay. The night I lied to Nathan.
Thought you did.
I thought it did. Into the night. That's when it dawned on me. So I couldn't sleep worrying. So I had to talk with God. Lord, I didn't mean to say a lie. I just thought he was saying this, but he was looking at Juniper with the phone. And I bet he thinks I lied. Okay. Now, the next night we go out to eat. And Rebecca shows Chris his birthday present. And she said, here. And he is going, oh, I like this. And I say, now Eli is going to be building your deck, your grill station. And Eli said, Mom, you didn't even let Rebecca get any joy out of it or any praise out of her gift.
Eli tell you what he thinks.
He said, Mom, she ain't even got it out of her.
A little bit like his dad, but
a little bit out of her mouth before you go praising me. Rebecca always says that I think Eli's the favorite, and that is not true.
Golden child.
Eli has always been the golden child. The sun, the crowd parts, the sun shines. It just, and Rebecca has to work twice as hard to, I don't know why that is, but I think Rebecca's really blessed too. I really do. But anyway, so last night I sent her a message. I am so sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I couldn't sleep because I thought I hurt my child's feelings. She said, Mom, we all laughed about it. It was funny. Well, last night I could not sleep. I got up and watched a little TV. I don't know what all I did. And I said, I'm going to take me a melatonin because it's after midnight. And if I don't get sleep 3 nights in a row, I am hard to deal with. Right. So anyway, I got up. I took a melatonin. It was after 12. And it took like 2 hours to kick in. So I remember 2:30, 3-ish. I remember. 5:15, my mother's nursing home calls. Your mother has failed.
Yeah.
We found her on the floor.
Oh my goodness.
The ambulance is taking her to the hospital. I get up, I get a bath quickly. I mean, quickly.
Yeah.
I am drugged to high heaven. I run over to the hospital and I sit there about 25 minutes before the ambulance drive. I got there.
We live close to the hospital.
Yeah. So, needless to say, I go in and I want to be there when they put her there because I know I need to be there. And I'll bebopped on in there. I found housekeeper to open that door. Yeah, it's under lock.
It's still locked.
Yeah, let's see. I use pigeons for my letters. Don't trust government mail service that spies.
Pigeons not can read.
Oh,
The problem with them is you don't know where them pigeons go, and they may take a detour and go to somebody else read your notes. Think about that, Johan.
So, where was I at with my story, Chris? Where was I at?
The housekeeping lets you in.
Oh, yeah. I pressed that button twice and they wouldn't let me in. So I saw a housekeeper. I said, I'm trying to get in. And he said, I'll let you in. Thank you. So as they're wheeling mother in, I just grab the end of the stretcher and I help them on in. And the nurse kind of looks at me like, well, aren't you brave? I thought, you just wait. You're going to want me here in just a minute. You're going to want me here. It didn't take but just a few minutes. That nurse says to me, does she have a little dementia? That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. Mother said, we had been in the room a good 15 minutes. She says, well, have we arrived at the hospital yet? She thought she was still in the ambulance. Yes, Mother, we're here. Oh, okay. Okay.
Go ahead.
So then the nurse started the IV and Mother hollered. Now I cannot handle my mother being in pain. So and this it's the big thing. If you're gonna have pain, Mom, you're gonna have to call Terry. You have to call Terry. She's a lot tougher than me. So Mother hollered, ow! All right. You know, I'm getting queasy. I'm feeling lightheaded. And so the nurse gets it, and I guess an hour or so after all the tests are done, the nurse, they're going to discharge her. She hit her head, but there's nothing up there. There's no bruises. Nothing's broken. Labs look okay. And the nurse comes in and she says, okay, Miss Parkins, I'm going to remove your IV. She says, I got an IV? I said, yes, Mother, you do. She said, well, geez, that nurse must have been really super good. I didn't even know I got one. And the little nurse was just like, oh, well, I'm so glad. And
she hollered, though, really.
Yeah, Mother hollered when she was putting that thing in. She just don't remember it. No memory of it all.
Well, an hour later, she didn't even remember going to the hospital, riding the ambulance. So
we get in the car and we go back. Now it's too late for Mother to have breakfast at the nursing home. I'm sure they would have brought her breakfast. You know, they would have made her something. But I said, Mother, we'll just go by Ward's. I said, okay. She says, I'll pay. Okay, Mother. Mother don't have her purse. She's in socks. She didn't even have a bra on. She hadn't even brushed her hair. She says, I'll pay this time. Okay, Mother. And I said, I'll let you. So there's $20 on my little console there. And I picked it up. And I said, I'll turn the ticket in, Mother. She said, okay, yeah, just let me pay. So we get our biscuits. And I bet she asked me 10 times, is this my drink here? Yes, ma'am. That's your drink because I didn't get one. Well, you want some of mine? No, ma'am. I got one here. A few minutes later. Is this my drink? Yes, ma'am. Where's yours? I said, I didn't get one. She said, well, you want some of mine? And we had that conversation all the way to her apartment. And we sat there I wasn't ready to to get rid of her. I said, Mother, let's just sit here in the car. I'll roll the windows down and we'll sit here and talk and eat our biscuits. And she's like, okay, okay. And I said, I am so glad, Mother, that you were able to come home from the hospital. The hospital? I said, you failed this morning. I failed?
She
Yes,
didn't
ma'am.
remember any of
Yes,
it.
ma'am, you failed. You've been at the hospital. I've been at the hospital? Well, I don't remember that. I said, Mom, that's where we just come from. Well, nobody told me.
Okay.
So
She's a sweetheart though, but
she said, I just don't know what's wrong with me. I can't remember nothing anymore, Vicky. So we get into the room, and it takes a little while. And we get into the room, and I'm talking to her, and I'm getting her situated, and I put her bed. They had made her bed and everything because they treat mothers so sweet up there, and they had made her bed, and I turned the covers down, and I bought Mother a new pillow day before yesterday, and in the car before we got out of the car, she says, look, I'm going to need you to come inside with me and look in my refrigerator. I need groceries. I said, Mama, you got groceries yesterday and you got groceries the day before yesterday. She said, I did. And I told her everything I got her. Because the first time I ordered, remember, I couldn't get in touch with Mother, so I didn't know what she needed. So I just picked some stuff that she always gets.
Stuff.
And then the next day I had to order again to get the stuff that I had missed. So anyway, we get in there, and I don't know, the tech or something was coming in the room, and we put up the groceries, and no, we didn't put up the groceries. No, we didn't. I put up her stuff, got her bed ready, and she said, they said I failed this morning, Vicky. I said, you did. She said, I don't remember falling. I said, well, Mother, we just got back from the emergency room. What? So this afternoon I called Mother and I said, Mother, I said, are you sore anywhere? No, ma'am. I said, does your head hurt? No, ma'am. She said, Vicky, they said I fell in here this morning. I said, you did, Mother. We went to the hospital. I did. I said, yes, ma'am, you rode the ambulance. I don't remember none of that. I said, well, do you remember me being at the hospital with you? No, I don't. I said, I picked you up and brought you home. I don't remember it. I said, we stopped and got awards. She said, now I remember the awards. Yeah, that was a good sandwich. That was good. I got a sausage biscuit. Oh, she gets so tickled. She said, well, I just don't remember none of that. I can't remember nothing. Oh, let's see. Yeah, she's good. They did CAT scans and lab works and clotting times, and she just.
What's clotting time about your blood?
Yeah. Let's see. Cindy, she does. She don't remember nothing but the fact that I took her to wards.
Well, it might be
I'm
her
glad.
self-defense mechanism, because
Yeah.
I mean, that she don't remember the bad part.
No, she did not remember hollering. And I tell her all the time, Mom, if you go to hollering, I got to step out in the hall. I can't handle it. Y'all, I cannot handle my mother hurting. And she's got such a high pain tolerance. I mean, when she had her bypass surgery, she took Tylenol.
That's it.
A splinter puts me down. I didn't get that.
You didn't get that.
I did not get that from my mother.
No, you didn't.
But when I walked in the room, and I knew Mother would be confused of what she was, why she was there, and that's why I just went on in. And it didn't take that nurse long to say, oh yeah, I know why you're here. I know why you're here. Yeah. Oh, God love her. Carla said after I sent her that picture of that phone, she says, I ain't buying your mother another phone. Oh, it is so funny. We all split the bill. Onyx Rose, she's a mess. Now, mother could remember anything, and she still remembers things from the past. It's just things that happened yesterday, today, or 5 minutes ago that she has trouble with.
Yeah, she can remember what color dress she wore at the 8th grade dance or something,
Yeah. Yeah.
Where she went, the swimming holes used to be, and she can tell you all that, but she can't tell you that I was just talking to her 5 minutes ago. Where you been?
Well, hey, Vicky, when you get here, when'd you get in this ambulance? No, Mama, we in the emergency room. But it was so funny. She says, well, have we arrived yet? I said, yes, ma'am. We in a room now. Well, are we? Okay. She thought she was still in the ambulance. Bless it. Some things you must be glad she doesn't remember. Yes, Cindy. Yes.
Yeah, I think that's what I was saying. Like,
It's a blessing.
She just don't remember. But I mean, it's not just about the bad things. She won't remember good things.
She tell me, while we sit in the car talking, my dad was a drinking man. And she tell me, and they divorced, she had to. I mean, she just had to. And she's sitting there telling me all about it this morning. She says, do you know, I would not let him keep my kids. I didn't trust him with my kids. And I think she didn't realize that, well, I am one of her kids,
Yeah.
She's just talking about it. I guess she
probably
needs.
the first time she ever told you that, huh?
Oh, no, I knew it.
I mean, you already knew it, but I mean.
Everybody in the trailer park knew we shouldn't be staying with Bill. Everybody knew.
Bill was a mess, huh?
Yeah, Bill was a mess. Yes, Cindy, it is her short term. It really is.
My grandmother on my dad's side was like that. She'd been in a nursing home a few years, and she was physically good, and your mama's pretty physically good besides
she's real wobbly now.
But up until recently she was, But my grandmother, she wanted to start playing with dolls and stuff, I mean,
really?
Just reverted, but that's kind of strange to me, but I guess it's just that their brain kind of,
I don't know,
dementia or something.
I don't know.
They didn't teach us that in air conditioning school, anything about dementia.
Well, if they taught it in nursing school, I didn't remember it. But I sometimes I think I'm going down Mama's path, going down her path. Chris, that's not uncommon. What was we talking about?
Oh, about my grandmother with the babies.
Oh, yeah.
Dolls,
Yeah.
Baby dolls.
Yeah. In the end, we remember the journey, not the destination. Don't be sad about the closure, but just embrace the fact it happened. Oh, Johan, are you a writer?
He's a poet.
Wow.
Don't know it, huh?
Johan, that was awesome. Wow, that was really, really good. You got to be somebody, Johan. You a writer?
He's a poet, don't know it.
Yeah, let's see. We are so blessed to have our mamas. They did. Let's see. When my dad was fixing the pass away because it helped problem. What now? When my dad was fixing the path away because it helped problems, he would forget that my mother had passed away. Oh, yeah. Bless it. The other day, Ryla's the nurse, and mother couldn't remember her name and didn't remember that she had gone to nursing school, and I, sad about that. Yeah, Cindy, that was pretty deep. I'm glad Johan's around. He just brought some smartness to this channel. I'm going on next week's live. I'm going to say, Meet the Baylesses featuring Johan.
Johan, work on some.
Johan, you brought the IQ up a little bit around here.
You better be working on a few openers or whatever.
Yeah. We need next week's deep thoughts with Johan.
Deep thoughts with Johan.
Yeah. Because y'all coming here looking for that from us, y'all gonna be sorely
It's
disappointed.
shallow water around here, baby.
Yes, it is. You know, I told y'all that 2 weeks ago, Clifford was having throw-ups, just random throw-ups. And then the next week, we found out it was a stomach bug that he had gotten from one of his little buddies, one of his best friends. And so we had to wait a little while because me and Chris were on pins and needles going, well, are we going? Do we got it? Do we got it? I think, and you know me, I think I've gotten it. You know,
an hour after he gets it.
If somebody sneezes, I'm like, what? Do I have fever, Chris? Do I have fever? Sorry, with the autocorrect is not working too good tonight. Oh, Amanda, we got what you mean. We got what you mean. Let's see. It is 50 minutes.
Thank you for watching the commercials too.
Yes.
I read that. Wasn't that what Herb said that?
Yes. Thank y'all I hope you make some money off these commercials. And
I don't know.
And watched about six. I am sorry y'all having to do so many commercials. But you know what? I watch all of Janice's commercials, and
I think it does help, don't
it? Yeah.
I'm not sure about it.
I don't make as much money off the live streams as I do the videos. Yeah. Let's see. Johan, you have to listen. Have you listened to any of Vicky's books under the playlist? There are several. Oh, look, she called me talented.
Well, you are talented, but she writes like she speaks. You know, she's not a deep person.
Can you imagine the first time one of those northerner folks got a hold of my books, my manuscripts? Was like,
what's this bush hog?
Is this English? What is this? What part of the United States are you from? I have YouTube premium, so I don't see commercials because I get to watch it through, but the commercials still go in. Yes, you must be the one, because I do see a little separation that says AdSense or something like that I know it must be somebody who has the premium. Yeah.
What is the YouTube premium?
That's for the fancy people.
Oh, well, I want some about football. Just yesterday, YouTube had a bunch of the games. You couldn't watch them unless you paid the, I don't know, Football Sunday YouTube program, you know?
Now, we got that cable bill down.
But this is not cable. This is YouTube. Apparently, YouTube's putting some of the games on.
Oh.
And if you don't have the Football Sunday or Sunday football, whatever package, you don't watch them.
It had gotten to where our cable bill was sky high. And we watched just a few, is it called the NFL package? He used to get something.
I'm not sure. It's the YouTube. It's not the NFL like the used to be package.
Cindy says she has the YouTube premium. It was $138 for the whole year. Well, what you get? Cindy, what you get with that?
Johan has something uploaded.
Already has your 2 chapters uploaded on my playlist. Johan, you awesome, dude.
Yeah.
You awesome.
Throw some knowledge there next week.
Yeah. The Bayless is featuring Johan. Let's see. My husband works for the local cable company, so we practically don't have to pay anything for the cable. Everything is free except for the cable box, so we only pay. Oh, I'm trying not to hate on Onyx Rose.
Yeah.
My daddy knew somebody who worked for cable.
Bill.
Yeah. And he said, man, can you hook us up? I'll give you a beer. And so we got cable
Free cable.
for free. Now the only thing the guy said was, listen, Bill, I'm gonna hook you up. But now if you confess your sins and become a Christian, don't go telling on me. Let me have time to get back out here and unhook you. There was yeah. We was good. If we was still there, we'd be still getting free cable. Let's see. I'm sorry, Vicky. The perks. That's one reason why I love them free cable. Yes. I can't complain because if my air conditioner goes out, I know who to call. Plus my phone bill, I get free Amazon Prime. Hey, I have Amazon Prime. Did we get a free phone? Amazon Prime?
You already got a phone.
I know, I done got a phone. Apart from the Marks and Spencers, just got another 6-second advertisement from Amazon. Bezos owns your
owes his money. I just seen him on YouTube. That something come up about boats, and I like to watch the boat launches and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it showed him going down the river. He's got 4 guys with suits and guns, one in front and one in each corner of the boat, with, I guess, security. I mean, all that money, he can't even ride in his boat. That they got 4 guys with security around him just to ride in his boat. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, I mean, if I ever win the lottery, y'all see me here on Monday night still. I mean, I won't be telling nobody, but there will be signs.
Because I'm gonna be quit work.
Yes,
I'm gonna be fishing.
And you'll hear my housekeeper vacuuming and at the other end of the room, and there'll be there'll be somebody coming here. Would you like a cup of tea, Miss Bayless? Yes, I would.
You're gonna have a waitress and a butler.
If the doorbell rings, you'll hear somebody go, "Can I help you?" Yeah. No, I don't get a free phone. It was a perk when I got my phone, but included free Amazon Prime. I get. Oh, okay. I get you. You could buy that house.
Yeah.
Yes, I could. I haven't seen it listed, so it's probably sold by now.
What, the one we went and looked at?
Uh-huh.
No, that wasn't for us.
That wasn't for us.
We've had a nice house on the lake, but it was just me and her, and it was way too big.
If I was to win any money from anything, I would not get a house any bigger than what I got. I'm tired of cleaning. I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I have a new truck and a new small boat for me and Cliff. But that'd be about, and plus I wouldn't be working, so that'd be the sign. Yeah. I'm ready to quit, but
Johan, go ask Bezos if the check's in the mail.
Well, he got 4 security guards around him in his boat. I'm like, I mean, that money, that kind of money, I mean, he's unbelievably rich. He can't enjoy it because he's always under, I guess, because people's probably threatening his life or whatever, I don't know. Why else would he have security guard?
My grandbabies would get a nicer pool. And you know what they'd also get, Amanda? The pool boy that went with it. Yeah, I'm tired. Becca said, it's always a big joke. Whenever that lottery goes way high, I'll go get me a ticket and stuff. And it's a big joke with the kids. I'll send a text. Okay, now if I win tonight, because we're going to split it 4 ways. Me and Chris, Rebecca and Eli. And I'll send a text and I'll say, okay, if I win tonight, this is how much money you'll get. And Rebecca says, well, let me know when it draws, because I'm going to turn this alarm clock off.
I'm calling in words.
She said, I'm calling in quit. She said, I'll never cook another meal.
I ain't teaching no more kids other than my own. No Epstein.
When we get some money, let's just get our own island and live off the grid. No Epstein.
That's a good idea, but see, that's going to come with other problems too.
What?
Buying your own island and all this. You're going to have security guards or something.
You talk about, my daddy used to say, stop walking on my grass. Can you just see Chris out there? Stop walking on my island.
I don't want to be insanely rich. I just like to be able not to have to go to work. I really don't mind work, to be honest with you. I really don't.
I don't like it.
I like work most of the time.
I gotten too old now. Nathan. Oh,
you way younger than me. You're not too old.
Chris was sitting around the table last night playing cards, and Nathan was here. Let's see. You were there. Eli was here. Nathan was here, and I was sitting next to Nathan.
And Becca was there.
Yeah. And Chris said, I think I want to get a bike. And Chris said, well, I have an extra one if you want to ride it, just to see if you like it. He said, I'll take you riding. And I looked at him. I said, look, if he falls off that bike and dies, I have to move in with you. So you better take him on an easy trail.
Yeah, that would be perfect, Johan.
Yes. Oh, he would fish. He would fish and fish and fish, just like Ryan and Melody. Yes. You know what?
Who is that?
Oh, Ryan and Melody, My Wild Home. You just don't remember their names. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's nice. But that's like, I think that's in Canada or Michigan or something.
British
Columbia.
I see all these people making those outhouses. Now, if I had to have an outhouse, mine's going to be pretty, and it's going to be bigger than just a little box. Yeah. In fact, it may be a 2-room. The room with the big hole in the ground, but it's going to be nice. I'm going to have lights. It's going to be heated. I'm going to have lights in it. And then I'll have a tub or shower, and I don't know where I get the water from. Where do I get the water from? A well.
Yeah, but they don't have electricity. That's the whole point.
You have generators. You have generators.
Off grid, though, but I don't know if they pump a well.
I would just love to have enough money where I wouldn't have to worry about money every time I went to the supermarket.
Well, look. We've been on here an hour.
Here he goes.
2 minutes.
Here he goes. I'm gonna turn that. I'm gonna find out how to turn that clock off on here. Solar for the win. I would have enough solar panels around my house and on my roof that we may buzz. The neighbors may hear zzz.
Lightning be hitting on you. I don't know that.
It's a lightning thing?
I don't know. I am just messing with you.
None of these people have talked about no lightning.
I
would have a fancy bathroom and running water and one of those on-demand heaters.
I'd be out there on that pump.
You'd be pumping the water in.
Y'all have a good weekend.
Goodness! Look, why we want to go? Let's see. Well,
you don't have to go.
Yeah, I do. I'm really tired. I hope I can go to
sleep. You
blame
it on me? Huh?
No.
Okay.
Let's see. Well, they talked about their bathroom in the last week's live. Time to watch. Yes, I'm fixing to go watch Janice. I looked several times today. Even at the hospital, I looked. I did. Well, Mama was asleep. You'd have enough to make it nice, Vicki. I will. I would not have. I saw somebody moving the typical outhouse had everything but that little moon crescent on the door. But I was like, no. If I have to get out in the middle of the night with a flashlight and walk through the snow to get to the outhouse, it's gonna be nice. In fact, I may just lay down. I may have a bed in there. I just lay down and wait till daylight to get back out. Posted as your live stream was in progress. What? Good evening, everyone.
What does that mean?
Posted as your live stream was in progress. What? Oh, Janice's thing. Janice's thing posted. Yeah, I checked all during the day.
Little hamster be wore out trying to keep her bathroom pretty.
It would be nice. It would really be nice. I don't want to be, as my mother used to say. She grew up in a log cabin, and she would take those little bitty firecrackers that you light. She would drop them through the cracks in the floor and the cracks in the wall to hear, and they would pop under the house.
Yeah.
We'll bring 200 hamsters to run for kinetic energy. Look at him using him, but he must be smart.
Yeah, he is.
Plans sorted when we buy our island. When we buy our island, just as soon as that lottery kicks in, I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win one day. All right, we gotta say something for next week. You're right, y'all. Love you guys. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for hyping and liking and subscribing, and I'm just thankful for y'all.
Yeah, remember, Johan, you got to think up something really deep for next week.
Johan's quote of the week. There you go, Johan. We'll see you next week.
Adios.
Bye, y'all.